Today I have attended the event wherein the TCM school has started the Young Achievers Award. Let me be very honest, such sort of initiatives definitely brings the entrepreneurship skills amongst the youth and among the students who are going to the school platform wherein they can showcase their talents. We do have islands of excellences. How to get those islands of excellences to the mainstream? This is the first step that has been taken, and I wish them all the best. And I hope that by collaborating with the government, with its administration, and the private entrepreneurs and the private people, private parties, and NGOs, definitely will make something.
Goes way back to, I think, August 2024, 2020. So it's been 10.5 years when budding bureaucrat had just come to Punjab and was learning all about the bureaucracy at that time. So taking our association from that time to the present day, regarding today's theme, what entrepreneurship is all about, and Mr. Vindod has rightly said that in order to become a developed state, a developed economy, a developed country, a $1 trillion economy, so many jargons, so many things are there in the present world that entrepreneurship is the key. And that is rightly so. We do have talent in our society, in villages, in urban areas, in every nook and corner, even in the state of Punjab, in the whole of the country. And a society is a society, what we call the concept of social capital. And by social capital, what I mean is that if a society is able to solve its problems on its own without relying on external support and force, that is called social capital. And if a society or a state or a country is capable enough to capitalize on this social capital, then we can definitely say that state or administration or governance or people of the society can really focus on the core issues, because most of the things are being taken care of by the social capital. And the social capital, the base for that is entrepreneurship. Or we can say there are self-help groups, and there are different forms of entrepreneurship again. There can be self-help group, there can be individual excellences, so on and so forth. So now we do have individual excellences in many areas, but what we really require is how to amalgamate, to collaborate, and to give a platform to these people of individual excellences to come at a common place and develop those budding ideas into something that we call magic in entrepreneurship. Zaruri nahi hai that we have to make every entrepreneurship or any startup a unicorn. Without unicorn also, the employability of any startup or any entrepreneurship or any self-help group revolution for that matter, it doesn't have to be a fancy term like, robotics or AI and so on and so forth. There had been examples in our own country wherein self-help groups are being made by the women residing in the backward areas. They have come together, collaborated on their individual excellences, and have created such a huge network of women entrepreneurs that each and every woman of the society of that group, they take around 50 to 60,000 rupees per month by sitting at their homes and by just adding value to the whole system. So that is the sort of entrepreneurship and revolution that we really require in our country. Our country is 150 crores. We have a population of around 150 crores. We are the largest democracy in the world. We do have talents, we do have ideas. Slowly and steadily, we are giving the platforms. We are coming out with lots of innovations in order to eradicate, the kind of, the gap that was between India and the Western nations or so-called developed nations. But however, we also need to look into the fact that with this development, there are also some incidences of inequality, that the gap between have and have-nots, that is somehow rising, that is being seen all over the world. We have people who will own the luxury brands, and we have people, they will go into a restaurant, they will just order 1,000 rupees of anything, and they will eat and dine out and come out. And there are certain sections of society who, for them, spending 1,000 rupees, they have to think at least 1,000 times. So we are living in that sort of society. And then as a part of, as an educated individual, as a part of the government or as a part of the education provider, it's our collective responsibility as to how to bridge that gap, how to nurture the people from the bottom strata, and also fostering that sort of nurturing capability of so-called haves that we call in sociological terms. And it's wonderful to see over here when we visit many projects, many places, the kind of hand-holding and the help that the various industrialists and NGOs that are getting in this city, that is really commendable. And I will request that, by fostering such sort of, we have got this platform today, the Young Achievers Award, wherein, as requested by Mr. Anirudh also, that we need to incorporate the students from the government sector also, and we will definitely try to do so, because you never know where the island of excellence lies, and कब कौन सा idea कहाँ पर कैसे rocket बनके निकल जाए. So that escape velocity, that nurturing that we really need to give to our students, no matter in which school they are studying. Thanks a lot, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Thank you, Mr. Mesa. Thank you, colleagues. Thank you, sir.